Okay, so I'm biking with a modified bike light. So typically you have your handlebar, you have your your bike light on your handlebars in the front. The problem I found with this is that over time, the strap that holds the bike light on gets too flexible and allows your bike light to slip when you hit a bump. And there are times when you hit a bump and the light goes up and you don't realize it right away. The thing is like, if the light is up in the air, you are invisible to traffic, and you can't see in front of you. That said, if the area is well lit, you might not realize that it's up in the air because you don't need the light. So what I have done is I have mounted my bike light to the fork of my front wheel, my front of the frame, and so it's, instead of being horizontally mounted, it's vertically mounted, like your rear light. And basically the rear light doesn't have any problems with like bouncing up because it can't bounce up, can only bounce left and right. While it is possible, and it definitely happens for your rear light to move left and right, it happens far less than with the horizontal mount, because it's just the physics of riding a bike. You're hitting more up and down variation than you are left and right variation. So what I envision for this is having not just one light on one side, but having two lights, having a light on each fork. So it's like bike headlights, and you can have a little system that brings some sort of control up to your handlebar. So like maybe a button on either side, a button like that's maybe where your thumb is at when you're holding a bicycle, or when you're holding handlebars. And so you can choose, you have one button for each light, and if you want to signal that you're turning right, you press the button. And so you're right, if you're turning right, your right light would blink, and it would indicate to the oncoming driver that you were turning right. The other thing that I think is really exciting about this is that because the light is closer to the road, you get a longer contact, like direct light hitting pavement. And so basically, that's actually more beneficial to cars in terms of seeing you, because they can see your light before they see you. And ultimately, in the dark, it's the lights that we see. It's not the person. Because even just think about passing someone who's, has a bright light shining towards you. Like there's no way you're seeing them. So the other thing about it being lower is that it hits more surfaces. So if you're making a turn, it's going to hit more pavement and curbs and things like that, so that drivers will get a warning sooner. So I hope you like it, and let's build this thing. How about that?